Let's go. Walkies. Yeah. Oh no, quarantine, man. In a bit.
You enjoying your outdoor time?
You must take me. Oh, that was my crutch. Can you hear the sirens going off? Still have no idea what they're for. We got any idea what they're for? No. No one knows yet. My biggest concern right now with these vlogs, and probably the biggest challenge for me, is trying to keep them entertaining enough for you guys to stay engrossing and watch the full length of them. There's some awesome vloggers out there on YouTube. And what the? What? Guys be like Peter McKinnon. Don't think I'm as cool as Peter McKinnon, obviously, this year. You see them walking around in these exotic locations or filming these epic settings and all the B-roll to go in between it. But for me right now, one, because I came into contact with some of the positive guys, I'm quarantined for 10 days, so I can't get out there and film. I'm only allowed to the gym to train. I would be allowed on the ice, but obviously that's not happening, is it? So, and then on top of that, I can't even film myself walking about because I have no spare hands. So it's kind of a stationary camera, unless I'm sat down filming myself, and then even then I'm sat in one place, so it's not exactly that exciting. Does anybody know what to do with my hands when I'm vlogging? I feel like I'm just like this all the time. Maybe like a Talladega Nights, we just bring it up. I don't know. Mad Dog, maybe you can help me. Welcome to episode 1. Today we're just going to be going through a little update on my injury so far. We're going to go through the injections. I'll walk you through my brace. Nothing really exciting, but it just kind of sets the scene and sets the tone for everything going forward. This is the day after my injection. You'll see some footage from yesterday on the day of my injection, and some of you people that like to see the more weird stuff. I have some video of that injection going in yesterday and the needle poking around inside my knee and everything, so that'll be pretty cool for you guys to see. But for those of you that are a bit more squeamish, then I suggest maybe skipping that 30 seconds of the injection to the following bit. But yeah, we'll walk you through why my brace is like it is, why it's locked at the angle that it is, and I'm going to document the next few days, because the last time I had that injection, it definitely knocked me for 6 for a couple of days, and I was pretty much stuck in the apartment like I am now, because I'm in a little bit of quarantine. Even though I tested negative, some of the guys tested positive. So because I came into contact, what would it be, about a week ago now, with them guys, the last time I saw them, I'm still locked up in my apartment, not allowed to go out. So yeah, I'm even though there's no pain in my knee, I'm stuck to my apartment. So I've got my trusty crutches here, as always. I've had my coffee, so I'm ready to go. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this episode. So you guys saw in the clip there that the injury came just from a bit of a nothing play, really. A guy driving the net. We were on the on the PK. And the guy got balled into me, and to be fair, I actually absorbed the hit pretty well. But then the guy lands on my knee and sits there for a while, and that's when it gave way, unfortunately. So it's frustrating when you absorb the impact like that, because it was a pretty heavy impact, I'll be honest. I absorbed it well, thought I got away with it, and then obviously you feel the structures give way in there, it's not painful, but well, I suppose it is painful, but it's more of trying to think how I can say this without swearing, but it's crap kind of feeling. That's the worst bit. You know it's happened, you know it's gone wrong, you know it's not good. So I said the mental side of things is a lot worse than the actual pain side of things when that injury happened. I'm sure that there's injuries that are out there, especially fractures, bone breaks. They'll be a hell of a lot more painful than what's going off in your mind. But no, for me, when the injury happens, it was more like, oh crap. Like I knew that it was bad. So I am lucky that it's not as bad as first feared. First feared that the season was done, in which case I would have made sure I proved the doctors wrong and made sure that it wasn't the season done. But at the same time, I'm not going to rush back. I'm not going to force myself to come back, because the last thing I want to do is come back too early and not be, firstly, the injury not be ready and just re-injure myself. But secondly, I don't want to be on that ice if I'm not 200% certain that that I've got full confidence in that part of my body. Because if I'm not fully confident, I'm not going to play well. I'm not going to make the saves I need to, and then one, it's going to make me look like an idiot, and two, it's not good for the team. So I'll get back as soon as I can, but there's no way I'm going to rush this kind of injury. Yeah, so I just finished a quick workout. It's Friday, 23rd of September. I just realised that I said Friday 23rd of September this morning when I was in the gym. It's actually October. I'm blaming COVID, I'm blaming my injury. Just got my head really messed up there. Got my dates messed up by a full month. Anyway, it was Friday 23rd of October today. I'll let you get back to the video. So I'm not sure when you're going to actually get to see this, but today is the day that I get my second plasma injection into my injury to try and help speed the recovery. I was supposed to have it Tuesday, but unfortunately, the team had a batch of COVID-19 positive tests, so I had to wait for mine to come back and make sure I was negative before I could get one. So it delayed it, like COVID's delayed everything this year. But yeah, now negative, I can go and get it, and hopefully that'll help me speed up recovery. I mean, last time I had it though, I was pretty much out of action for about 2 days. The pain was crazy. I mean, I've usually watched every single injection I've had in my life, but when I saw the guy pull out that needle, yeah, I'm glad I didn't wash that into my knee. I will try and get you some footage of that, or at least a picture of the plasma separated from the blood. It's really cool. And try and get a picture of him a video of him inserting it into my knee. So if you guys are squirmish, you might not want to watch that. But yeah, I'll see you on the other end. Can't believe I just did that. Jade made me do it. It did hurt, but I was just trying to get it. Anyway, back to the clip. I just got back from the doctors, had my plasma injections to the side of my knee. You'll have just seen the video 2 seconds ago, and obviously apologies if you're a bit squirmish or you had to skip through it, but I suppose it's pretty cool for people to see. The actual injection this time was a lot more painful, but I think that's because the knee's healed so much that I could actually feel the pain. Last time I was already in so much pain that I didn't even notice the injection. This time, the knee's obviously better, the structure's better, and I could feel pretty much everything he was doing every time I was moving it, every time he was shooting the plasma in. Oh, am I boring you? Oh, there we go. Oh. That's how much my dog loves me. But yeah, I could feel a hell of a lot more. It was a lot more painful than last time, but if it helps me have a faster recovery and it helps me heal quicker, then it's all going to be worth it. Yeah, so it's the day after my injection, like I said on the first clip of this episode. Good news is that there's no pain as of yet. The first injection a few weeks back when I first did the injury, that really knocked me for 6. I was pretty much out of action for 2 days. He told me it was going to be painful the next day, but it was one of them where you're just like, forget about it. I'll be fine. And then I woke up the next morning, and my God, honestly, it's surprising how much pain can come from your knee. yeah, so luckily so far it's, what is it, just after lunchtime, so it's just 12 right now, and touch wood, there's been no pain in it. Last night I could feel a bit of throbbing when the injection went in, but yeah, so far so good. The first injection stage. Hey, will you stop scratching? Hey, trying to talk. Hey, right, two seconds. Hey, trying to talk here, mate. Yeah. So the first injection, yeah, the trauma was still pretty fresh. So I felt the needle going a little bit. That was probably the only little bit of pain, but it wasn't that painful. But everything else, I couldn't feel a thing. And I just think because the actual injury was so painful back then, it kind of overpowered every other sensation. So the first injection wasn't too bad. It was the following days. Whereas this injection, now that there's a lot of healing going on and there's not much pain, I could feel every single little bit. But touch wood, like I said a million times already, it's not affecting me in the following days like it did the first time. The plan with my brace at the minute is to not allow too much flexion, so that the ligament has time to fuse, has chance to fuse properly, and fuse nice and strong. So it's actually locked at 15 degrees flexion. So I have 0 to 15 degrees, which let's just say it's pretty much a straight leg. So it's a bit of a nightmare, and just walking around on crutches is like a full body workout. So yeah, the brace itself, it's a good old Don Joy, and because I'm just like Blue Peter, is one that I made earlier, and you'll see that now is full extension, and the flexion is there, so you can see there's pretty much no flexion whatsoever. So I'm walking around with a nice little hobble and a straight leg on my trusty crutches. Over the next few weeks, probably at some point next week, maybe even, I should get to extend the flexion from 15 to 60 degrees, which will be nice, and then eventually 90 degrees, and then when the brace comes off, you end up getting full flexion. But like I say, nothing's going to be rushed. We're going to make sure everything's spot on, and do what I can to make sure it all heals properly. And then we got to check the knee for stability once it's at 90 degrees and ready for the brace to come off, and make sure everything with the ACL and everything is good. And yeah, just check that it's stable. It needs to be able to support me walking, and it definitely needs to be able to support me in that net once I come back and get back on the ice. Definitely a big challenge staying away from the popcorn every night. While I'm here and not doing anything, I'm sure this question is going to come up, but I mean, one of the biggest challenges I'm finding while I'm injured is getting the recovery that I need. I'm like a lot of people who can't sleep on the back usually. I always sleep on my front or on my side, and whenever I roll up onto my back, I usually wake up at those points. But with my knee, I have to go to bed in the brace, and I have to sleep on my back, and it's an absolute nightmare. So I'm waking up 9-10 times usually. Like, I allow myself 8 to 9 hours in bed, so I'll get a good 8 hours sleep, and I'm waking up with my whoop strap recording about 5 hours of sleep, and my recovery's been right down every day since I got injured. So I'm gonna have to change hands because I'm shaking on that side. But yeah, so the biggest challenge by far so far into this journey has been getting the recovery that I need and getting my sleep. It's a lot harder, and maybe I'll try and put this into the vlog, actually into the video, and I'll try and get a screenshot of all my recovery data from the last 2.5 weeks since I got injured. Let me get this off. Jesus. Take it off now, I'm inside. Yeah, so probably the hardest part to take when you're injured is that, and this might sound stupid to some people, but you lose your stall. Obviously we've got Olivier Rodriguez to replace me for now. So he's in my stall. Noosa's got his stall over there. But yeah, that's probably the hardest to take when you come in and you see that your spot in the locker room's gone, and that's probably when it really hits home. And that for me so far has probably been the hardest. Don't know if you can see, but just behind me there in the corner, oh, drop my crutch. Over there in the corner, that's where I used to sit. Yeah, I love that little spot between my two stall mates, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting that back when I get back in the lineup. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode 1. Episode 2 will be out hopefully in a few weeks. We'll let you know when it's ready. By then, hopefully, I'll be out of quarantine. I'll be able to get a few more cool shots. And yeah, I mean, as for episode 1, let us know if you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, I presume this is going to go on Facebook and YouTube again. So yeah, just fire them into the comments section on either platform, and I'll do my best to answer any of those questions next time, or if they relate to a later episode that we have planned, I'll answer them in that episode. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.